Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another session of Free to Heal. We're so glad that you could all join us this evening. And this is where we come together every week. We try to heal the ravages of incarceration. We are formerly incarcerated, state, federal time, loved ones, family members. The goal is for us to get over the things that have challenged us as the result of either us or someone else being that we love being incarcerated. So I want to welcome everybody to Free to Heal. And one of the things that I wanted to say is, and I spoke to you, Ms. Di, the other day, and there was one thing that you had said you wanted to talk about. And before we do that, it was related to dealing with yourself some kind of way, if that kind of helps. It was something you were saying to me in a conversation, but this is something that I wanted to bring. It came up in a conversation with a lady the other day, and she is part of a group of women who are prison wives. And yes, and the trip is, you know, Di, I remember it's probably been 15, 20 years ago, where you had me on the phone, bent over, laughing hysterically, describing to me the woes of being the wife of somebody incarcerated. And over the years, I've often said to you, you get on my nerves because you had me laughing, but little did I know just how real all of it. I mean, literally, you describe things to me exactly the way they go in terms of being there, and how your husband actually was expecting you to help other people as you're trying to help him, and then all of the challenges. So a lot of that was on the plate. Well, these women are now obviously facing that. And in the discussion, they went to go to the prison to visit. And right now, you guys forgive me, but I cannot remember what happened. But whatever happened at the prison that day, the visits got canceled.
Ooh, right in your face. They don't care.
Well, it could be
any number of things,
yeah.
A lot of things, right? But see, oftentimes people who never had anybody incarcerated, never tried to visit, none of those, they have no idea. And let me tell you the cold part. This was deep, Miss Di, because as she's talking to me and she's explaining what happened, that old anxiety feeling from all those years ago came over me. And it hit me that when you are the loved one of a person incarcerated, you live with a constant state of anxiety.
All day, every day.
All day.
All day,
every day. Oh my God.
Day. All day. Your brain is never at ease. Your body is never at ease. Your thoughts are never at ease. I don't care how big your smile is. I don't care who hugs you, who talks to you. You are at a state so high till you can't even focus. That's the part people in the inside don't get. Because when that phone rings, I'm happy, but I'm not happy because I don't want to hear nothing negative. You know what I'm saying? But even when she went to go visit, because the prison got shut down, but now my heart's beating fast because I don't want him thinking like, oh, it has something to do with me. Well, I couldn't come see him. Now how can I get home? If I roll with somebody, because it's a whole lot goes on in just one visit on a ride. Just a ride getting there.
And right now, the tears are because it's all comes back.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go away.
Never goes away.
I'm not even with that guy. Mm-mm. But the feeling of it is as real today. And I remember what triggered it. So as she's talking to me, she's telling me that something happened with one of the other husbands.
Mm-hmm.
And why they were shutting down visits for. It was a group of them they shut it down for.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, and all I kept thinking was, I hope my husband didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I hope he don't get caught up in
that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. It's crazy to think that all these years later, I still But
it never goes away. That's a feeling. It's weird
doesn't.
because
Oh my gosh, it's killing me how real
you
that
just,
is.
because you know people that's in there. If you ever rolled down a train, if you roll down a train just a little bit, that's one part of you that'll never go nowhere. Just like, okay, now by her little husband and his group of friends that got in trouble, now you can't ride with them no more, baby. You can't even ride with them. You know what I'm saying? That caused a whole nother other thing. Because she might don't have a car. She might can't get there. You know what I'm saying? So now I can't go visit because the other people got into it with the other people. So my husband is mad. Like one time I went there, they shut the prison down because they got into a riot. Shawnee got hit right here, had some stitches or, got kind of hurt or whatever. But the principal is, now I'm in panic mode because now I know y'all had a riot. Now my head is spinning like, oh my God, I hope this man is okay. I can't call you.
I was gonna say, you can't get through to nobody because even if you married and you have the right,
they don't care.
Even if you have the right, the legal right, they're not going to give you information.
No, they don't.
And certainly not in the midst of all of that. And you can understand that at some level because they trying to deal with whatever they're dealing with. But it does. But again,
but let me know my loved one is okay. That's all I want to know. I'm not asking about the whole prison. I'm asking about one person.
Let me give y'all a little something to kind of sit on, because you guys are looking from the outside of the gate.
But that's the only way I can see it. I'm not behind the wall with you, baby. That's what you're saying.
Right. And not out here with understand me. Us that's on the inside, that's waiting on a visit, that we're not involved, but what they do is, the first thing they do is take visits because they say safety and security of the institution. So we don't find out until we look at the clock and it's 3 o'clock and you ain't got your name called.
Wow.
True. That's true. I went on a family visit. I'm sitting in the little house or whatever. They just shut the prison down, but I sat in there for 4 hours.
Right.
Because they can't let me out because there's so much going on. So I got to sit here for 4 hours.
Waiting on an escort.
Because just to get me out.
Everybody's dealing with the safety and security of the institution. See, and that's the part that gets everybody, is because they're supposed to have a PR person at each prison that will come out and tell the public, look, we're closing it down due to
whatever.
No, it doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't do that.
But this is what gets it. A lot of people don't push it because it's supposed to be at every prison a PR person that's supposed to come out and let y'all know, because you guys are taxpayers.
Well, okay, so let me tell you how they come out and said, all visits been canceled, everybody gotta leave.
And look, listen, that PR person, they work Monday through Friday, boo-boo. They ain't working on the weekends when the visits.
Yeah, we there Saturday, Sunday.
They're not.
Right.
They're not. And they're certainly not they're not doing that. But anybody could come out with a little bit of decency and say whatever they need to say. But again, the reason I wanted to bring it up is I was so struck that the literal feeling came back over me again when she said, all I kept thinking was, I just hope my husband didn't get caught up in nothing. Because as much as you have empathy for the other people, your primary thing is your loved one.
Your loved one first.
Came to visit. That's your primary issue. So it's just crazy how you wind up being like so anxious, and then like I say, it doesn't go away. It doesn't stop. Even when they're home, like it still stays there. So like you say, when the phone ring, good, but then I'm nervous because is it bad news on the other end? What happened? Right? Because my guy, he was supposed to get out. He wound up getting caught with a phone and got an additional 6 months, 60 days. I mean, so I'm anticipating this. Now I got to change everything I laid out and do that all up. So everything is about, please don't let nothing go wrong, nothing. But the anxiety, that was so
like when they released Sean. It was weird because they went and got him, and then they took him to where's that little city? What's that city? It starts with a C. Oh my God, I can't think. Not Culver City. They took him to Culver City. So the policeman called me like, hey, you need to come pick him up. I'm like, pick up who? They was like, you need to come pick up Shantiz because he's here. You need to come get him. I'm thinking they're joking with me. Honestly, I don't know why, but in my mind, I didn't think that was serious until I heard him say, hey, tell her to hurry up. I'm like, wait a minute. You're supposed to be released for a whole nother. All right, so when I get to Culver City, he really there. I'm just staring at him like, you here. You really here. Like, okay, what happened? So now he's explaining, we get in the price explain day when you got him, took him somewhere because they was trying to give him another charge, but they couldn't because he already did the time for everything. They just didn't know it was concurrent. So, but I'm just saying, like, I thought that was a joke when they called. I'm like, what would Culver City be calling me for? Talking about come get who? I'm looking around the house like, everybody here, who they talking about?
But think about this. Even though it's what you would want at that moment, there's still,
I was still nervous.
The anxiety underneath of that is still there.
Yep, I was scared.
Constant state.
I was thinking like, don't run a red light. Make sure you turn your blinkers. I don't know. My brain was going all over the place. I'm like, I don't know what kind of joke this is. They trying to get me down here to say something. You know, I'm thinking negative now. What do y'all want me down here for? You never called me before. Like, what? I'm like, okay, all right, okay, what happened?
Now you don't trust you. We know we can't trust them people.
Yeah, so my brain is racing. Okay, what happened? What did you tell me? What? Okay, now your brain is all over the place. It's just running like, oh my God, I get here and he really. I'm looking like, you here? You're really here? Oh, okay, let's go. They was like, oh, we got to sign papers. We got to do this. We got to do that. I'm like, the way y'all was rushing me, y'all should have had all that done. Now I'm I'm ready to go. Don't even like being here. I'm ready to go.
Oh my God, it's just so crazy to me though, but that is literally a constant state of anxiety when you have a person, a family member who is incarcerated. And because
your nerves, you get, like I said, if you miss a phone call, you mad. Because remember, they were scheduled back then. They could just call whenever now. They were scheduled from what, 5:30, well, 4:35, no, they was every hour on the hour. So you trying to make sure I can make it home. When he said he signed up, it's just a lot. It's a whole lot trying to stay dedicated, devoted with someone that's in prison. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Mentally for yourself, physically for yourself, because you still have your whole life to live too. And if you're like me, I had 3 kids, and we're just 1 or 2 was 3. And I got to make sure everybody is functioning, even beside myself. But at that time, I'm so busy worrying about everybody else. I didn't really think about myself like that. I'm too busy trying to make sure Dion got the Jordan, Shantae got the whoop, Dion, Shasha got a game. See, it was too much going on. You got money, you got 3 boxes coming, and okay, I might get $20. I might go get my hair done, maybe, but I know I'm not, because at the end of this, I'm tired. Because I was at work.
All said and done, right?
Yeah,
all I need is a nap right now.
I'm tired. So that's why, I always wear ponytails, but I love them because it's more convenient for me. But I'll be too tired, just too tired to even do anything. Because I'm really trying to function, but you really can't function because your brain is steadily racing. That's what took me, like I said, but that's the conversation we're talking about, how you just be racing all the time and you don't even know that you're racing like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been racing for so long. I was just telling James earlier, I've been racing for so long now. But somebody asked me something, like my cousin called and said, Di, can you cook for my 60th birthday? First words out of my mouth, hell no. Hell no. But Di, it's my birthday. I don't give a damn. Now the old Di would have been like, what you want? When you done? No, but now I've been racing for so long. Now I'm taking all this time for myself.
Yeah.
Not being mean, not being selfish, as everybody say, but no, it's just no. No, I don't
because you already gave. See, that's the other side of it, right?
Too much. I gave too much. I gave too much. That's the thing. Now
that's the problem. And then when you don't have nothing left, now they mad because you don't have nothing left. I
got a whole lot left.
And heaven forbid you should need something.
Yeah, that's what I telling him. Like, everybody that looks out for me the way I look out for them, I ain't got a problem with doing nothing for you. I really don't, because I love everybody. I don't like everybody. I'm not gonna lie, I don't. But I do love everybody. But now me just making sure you happy. No, I wouldn't give a fuck Uchi. Like I told you, that Uchi Coochie fuck what nobody got going on. I'm staying over here. You can stay over there.
And the thing of it is, one of the reasons I wanted to even broach that conversation is just so that if you guys know people who are still incarcerated, which most of us do, right? When you talk to them, let them know that the people on the outside live in a constant state of anxiety around them.
I tell my son that all the time. And when I go visit him, Because I know he can go from 2 to 1,000 just by his eyes blinking. So I'm in my mind, I'm telling myself, okay, let me sit here, get processed to get back here, because I already know he's already on pins and needles before I get back there. First thing he said, what took so long, Dion? It's some people out there. I'm not the only one here. I'm trying to hurry to get back here just as much as you're trying to see me get back here. So what you need to do is know how to calm down, because when I see you, I can look at you and I know how you're feeling already. I don't need that. I don't need that with you while I'm coming to visit you. First of all, I didn't have to fly all the way out here, baby. Okay, I spent a little change to get to you. I didn't, I had to spend. So I need you to bring it down so I can stay down. Because if I see you racing, that's going to make me race even harder.
And then because you only have the visit and you don't know how long it's going to last, because we already know that the prison has the authority to shut down those visits.
So they shut down visits all the time. Why you
They shut them down. So so what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the most enjoyable time in the visit that you can. And again, it's low-grade anxiety. It's stress that you're not even really talking about.
Ain't low grade. Ain't no low grade.
It is.
It ain't low grade. But I'm just saying, even when you think you're not thinking about it, it's still there.
Even like if you see all the guards come out, when you see all the guards come out, they all go to that booth up there. You sit there like, man, I hope they don't call my visit or cancel my visit, or you know what I'm saying? You really can't enjoy yourself back there. You know what I'm saying? Because even like now, since his visits are in a little room and just me and him, I'm really at ease.
Oh.
Because we just in a room
just by yourself?
Yeah, we by ourselves. That's much more better. I love this visit I ever had in my life because it's just us. I'm not out in the general public no more. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in the general public, you got to be more observant than the person that's you going to visit.
But wait, how did that happen?
Because of the transition he's going through the medical and stuff like that, they keep him over here.
Oh.
You still got to remember he's still 4. He ain't went down yet. So he already, so they keep him over here, which is better. You know what I'm saying? I like it that way.
Okay.
Him moving around and people moving around him, see, I don't like all that. That's too much for me. That's too much because I know him. See, I know him. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather for it to be the way it is. I enjoy these visits when I go. It's more relaxed. I don't leave with my anxiety racing as much as I used to. Like, okay, did he make it to the back? Because I used to stay out there to watch him come through the gate. Your brain do all kind of stuff. But I would stay right there just to watch him come through, just to make sure he made it to the other building. You know what I'm saying? Even they be like, you can't stand there. I don't know who you talk to, but I'm not leaving until my son come out the stand, baby. I'm sorry. So when I see him come out, I wave. I know he made it to the building. Okay, I know he made it there. Now I know you can make it to the phone. You can call me. It's just a lot of stuff that goes on. That.
But I want people really to think about what that feels like and what that does to a person's body. What it does over the long haul. What does that do?
It stresses you out. You see all these gray hairs I have?
Yep, it drives you absolutely nuts. And mind you,
it shortens your lifespan.
I just want you to go ahead.
It shortens your lifespan.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly understand what you're talking about. I go visit my cousin. I got to know every single solitary person in the visiting room. I need him to tell me who everybody is. Everybody. Mm-hmm. I want to know who they are, what gang they affiliated with, really who they got problems with. I can't function.
You can't because you're uncomfortable.
I'm already pissed that I'm there. I'm in Mad Dog and the guards. You know, they say something I don't like. I have some choice words. You know how big my son is. They want to know. You sure this is birth certificate? I can't even get in there to see my cousin before I'm like, don't fucking start this shit with me.
Yeah, because they do things to pick with you. They do all that's what people don't say. Before we even get in, they looking at your clothes. They bothering you the whole time.
They pick at the wig,
everything.
Go get a female. Because I'm telling you right now, the wig is gonna beat. Go get a female so we can get this over. No, stop wasting my time. Go get a female. And let's get this going. The last time I went, I was like, go get the female. Oh, she's way back on D yard. Okay, call her ass now because I'm already knowing what we about to go through. And my mother looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm already on 11.
Yeah, and then they like, you don't see the people that's in front of you. So you know how the paperwork's supposed to go. But you called all these people. Now I'm still sitting here. So you bugging me. You know, you're trying to pick with me. It's a lot of stuff that goes on before I get back there to see you. So as I go, I say my little prayer. I try to humble myself. I try not to ask no questions. I don't want you to ask me no questions. I have all my stuff already ready to go. I'll be ready to go. Everything's right here.
I take 3 outfits.
I was going to say all the
multiple outfits
you gotta take.
Always.
Now
you know these braces don't never come off my arm. I done been there like how many times? All of a sudden now you only can wear 2. Player.
Right.
All right. It's like, what's them bracelets gonna do?
I can only wear 2. I wore these same shoes. I go back the last time. Oh, you can't wear these shoes. I said I'm not gonna argue with you. I can show you a photo. I got them shoes on, but no. You want me to change? No problem. I keep that in the car because I've been through this already. I know how y'all operate. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what you're doing. Now, oh, can we see your ID? It's right there.
Really, depending on where you go, they took the lockers away.
You can't. Yeah, there ain't no lockers no more.
It's a country mile to get back to the car.
It's to make you. And then when you park, you have to park almost half a mile away. So if you walk to your car, you're going way down there. Yes. And you got to walk all the way back.
Yes.
And get back in line.
No, that's not how you sit there.
You get back down there to shoot.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm already pissed. I didn't walk way the fuck down here. I'm hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now when I come back here, you're gonna just have me sit here like you don't see me? Right. Man, look. Look. I'm trying my best to hold everything together. You know what I'm saying? Everything, not just this shit, everything together at this point. And you playing with me. No,
that's the part that killed me. Like I say, that mind you, it's been years. In fact, it's been at least 10 years. Mm-hmm. And that feeling came back over.
It never goes away.
It like it was yesterday. And you see today, even today, I get emotional when that feeling hits me again. Like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Because I knew exactly what she meant when she said, oh, I just hope, all I kept thinking was, I hoping that my husband didn't get caught up in nothing. And that he didn't do nothing. So I want anybody under the sound of our voices, please know that this is a real issue for us. And by the time you get to see us in the visiting room, we may have been through all of these things.
All that.
Like you said, this don't even count the girl that came with you that didn't have her ID, didn't have no gas money. He wants you to bring that you don't even know.
Yeah, now I gotta go ride to Ray house because your ID at Ray house. You should have had all this last night.
Yeah,
we got to take a whole 4-hour ride. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to go to Ray house and get your ID.
Don't notice she got metal in her bra, and they making her cut because if you take her bra out, now you can't.
No, you can't even cut no more. If you don't have a regular bra, you can't even come in.
Figure out how to pull them wings out of your bra, or like you said, I mean,
and then you can't even sit in the car on the grounds.
You can't do that.
It's not like nobody could sit there on the grounds in the car while you go visit.
No.
You can't even do that.
No, you cannot do that.
So now what do you do? Again, literally, all of these things are things I had to bring the conversation up because.
No, but if you roll with somebody, say if me and you roll together and I couldn't get in, now you know how far we got to walk. I got to walk all the way to the front and wait for you out there.
Or if they got a friends outside, if the friends outside.
Yeah, but you know how when the friends outside, you know how they close after the visitors or after 4. Wait, after 4?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, after what? No, after 1:30. Come on, I got to get off the premises now. They close. Girl, I'm like, y'all doing too much.
The stories. Last time I went, I actually parked in the officer's lot by mistake because it wasn't properly marked. And then when I say they swooped down on me like I had. In my car, and I was like, what? And he was like, you can't park here. I was like, well, I didn't see it. You can't. I was like, hold up, swole up.
Yeah, because they start mouthing you real fast.
Okay, bring it down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they start mouthing real fast.
Intelligence. Just let me know where it is I need to go. And he was like from here, you need to park on 52nd.
Yes.
I'm like,
yes.
That's the parking lot?
Yes.
And I'm like, damn.
And then they want you to walk from there. They don't have no.
Nope.
It's 90 degrees outside. They don't care. And when you think about it, what it ultimately is ultimately they don't want them to have visits because studies have been done. Studies have been done.
They don't care.
That if inmates do not have contact, there's a ratio of if they have contact, they're less likely to come back.
Mm-hmm.
they don't have it, it's more likely that when they get out that they will come back to prison.
Right.
They've done studies, they already know that that's the situation. So anything they can do to prevent inmates from having communication with their family members and their loved ones, they're more likely to catch more.
Okay, when I'm flying, I'm flying, I'm in the car, right? So they only give you, you only can take a key fob or a key. When I'm renting the car, they put 2 keys on there. It's on a little wire looking thing, so I can't break it or nothing like that. So he's like, I don't know what you're gonna do. I said, listen, man, you can see this is a whole rental car. So what do you want to do? You want to keep the keys here? Because I need to get back here. Me sitting up here keep going back and forth about this key. It's nothing I can do about it like you can. You want to put it in a drawer or you want to be taken? Which one you want to do? What do you want to do? He was like, well, I never thought of it like that. See, you still talking, man. Now I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be respectful, but you're still doing this. I'm already got through the little metal detector and shit. I got my little goddamn ticket my coupons to take a picture. I'm ready to go. Oh, well, just make sure we see it when you come back. Don't forget you got to get a stamp. And I'm always forgetful. I wash my hands. Y'all know how I do by myself. I go. He said, listen, man, you got to wash your hands when you come out the bathroom. You see me come here? Come on. I got to go. Now I'm ready to get up out of here. What you want me to do? You don't want me to come in. You don't want me to leave. I can't stay. But you going to bug me about a sticker on my hand? Come on, man. Get up out of here.
And it's a male prison. I don't belong here.
I'm not
an inmate. I'm not an inmate. You clearly know I'm not an inmate. Man. So why you sweating me like that? To get out?
Yeah.
Like, really? But go ahead, James. You wanted to say something.
Really, visiting.
Turn off the rights.
Is really called, and it's not a right. It's a privilege.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
And what it is they can't monitor our conversations. They can't monitor the touch, the human touch, because on the inside, guys don't really, other than handshake, dab, okay, you push off. But see, to be able to hold somebody like your mother, your sister, your wife, your girl.
But they do that. If you're doing too much touching, you're doing too much hugging, they say something.
Oh, yeah.
If you do that the next time you come, you're going to get your visit canceled. They do all that,
Right, because they wanted to make it as hard on you guys as they could possibly do it, because behind the walls, they're already serving us at 90 going north. But see, to do it to y'all, now you create this animosity between us and them.
Yeah.
So now, like the dude, my mother has a no being policy because she has a ball and socket. She don't have a hip. So she came on a visit and dude said, you have to take your orthopedic shoes off. She said, no, it's on the computer that I can't bend. I have an orthopedic shoe because I have drop foot and I have no hip. So the guy turned around and tell her that she has to bend over, take her. So another lady came over to help her with her shoe. She said, oh no, lady, you can't help her. She got to do it herself. So my mom tried to bend over and she popped the ball out the socket. So when she popped it out, when she got to the car, she dialed 911 from the car. When the warden came, because I'm getting to get stripped out, now Goon Squad come and they come jack me up, talking about I did something to my mother.
Oh, wow. Pineapples.
They put me in the hole for 72 hours.
Wow.
They said that I did something to my mother until they look at the camera to make sure that I didn't do nothing to my mother.
They didn't look at the camera first.
I'm in the hole. My mother's sitting in the hospital. She don't know that they put me in the hole until 3 days later when they come say, we want a statement. Did he do this to you? Did he? She said, no. The officer in the front and the supervisor was standing next to her. The lieutenant was standing there, and she started suing every last one of them in their capacity, but they're protected under the color code of authority.
Right.
See, that's the only thing that protects them. But my mother went after them on their personal state because she said it was a personal vendetta because the information was in there. So the protection of the system can't protect them anymore. You did this on your own. You stepped out of your guidelines as an officer and did this as a personal. So now it's me against their police. they wouldn't let him work on my yard because they knew I was gonna get him. I'm gonna find out who you is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna find out who you is because the COs that actually like me, that like my mother, gonna tell me.
Sure.
You know, because he was a young punk.
And this is the thing. This is the thing. It's so crazy because again, this is the system. So when people say, don't do the crime if you can't do the time, I have never met anybody like, I know I did this, but I don't feel like I should have to do the time. Not to say that people don't say that. I'm not going to say.
Excuse me, I said that. Excuse me, I said that. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it out loud. I said that.
You did the crime, but you can't do the time?
I cannot do the time. I cannot.
Lionel, I need you to get her.
No.
He can't get me.
No, you can't get me. Don't even try it. Don't even try to. Don't come over here today. Don't come over here.
She got a lot to do. I'm gonna be nice to her for lifetime. Be nice to her.
You gonna be nice to her for life?
Yeah, the way she was expressing herself, I said, "Damn, I feel her pain. I ain't fucking with her the wrong way."
I'm telling you, listen, it's so amazing that the cold part is that I know for me, that kind of pain is there, but you just keep functioning with it. You try not to express it to no, like you try, because when we get time with the person who's incarcerated, we don't want to spew all this.
No, I don't even want to talk about
this almost 45 minutes, Lionel.
That's trauma. I hear trauma coming from us. That's
because just like when he was in Kern County before they moved him from Kern County, every time I go visit, they sit us at table 4. Table 4 is where? Right in the front. You know what I'm saying? So I know eventually he's gonna start, Mama, why they always send you right here, Mom? I don't want to do that. So I act like it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's nothing, it's okay. But by him being him and the things that's behind his name, of course, they keep us in the front, which to me is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But in a way, I feel a little comforter because we up in the front. We're not in the back, we're not in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what goes on in the prison. I've been there and seen it go down too many times. So I kind of be happy that I'm up at the front. But, they monitor everything we do, everything we say. Every movement we do, they monitor.
Tony said that's not comfort, boo. Tony said
that's not comfort. That's your trauma ration.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do. Like I said, I'll be comfortable.
Yeah.
But because it's a lot.
It's a
lot.
What we do on a constant basis. Because if we didn't, we'd be right there behind.
We would, and we would never be visiting because we would be inmates. No, for real. Because the trauma and all of those things make like the disrespect, it's just so overwhelming. But so Di, you're the only person that I know that ever said, I did the crime and I don't want to I can't do the time. Okay, so
I can't.
So now I know somebody, right? But outside of that, most people don't say that, right?
Okay, so what I'm gonna say, because why? Let me tell you why. First of all, I don't like nobody telling me what to do. Second of all, I don't like broads. I don't like them like that. Okay, I don't. And then when I know up in here, y'all don't do what I want to do. This is not my bed. No. I can't get up and watch TV when I want to. I can't use my cell phone. I can't eat when I want to. I have to stay here with you. That would be the thing that
would get you sent to the hole.
Yeah.
If you can't eat when you want to. No. Y'all got count time. Y'all got whatever.
No, and you know I have a problem with listening. I have a problem with listening. If nothing in there is going to work for me. Nothing.
That becomes an adjustment of your circumstance.
Yeah.
What she's explaining is the same thing that I've explained. You find that adjustment, but do you know how long can you even equate? How much time did you do?
26 now.
So can you even quantify?
No, ma'am.
How long it took you to get to that point to where you was cooking during count time?
Right.
Exactly. Look at your eyes.
No, I don't want
to. I
to.
never had a problem because I was always in a cell because of my sentence. So when they do count, their count is in the cell is you just have to stand up. Both of y'all have to stand up on the floor. You can be cooking, you can be brushing your teeth. Long as you standing up where they can see you standing up and you ain't laying down dead.
So in your trial, were you in state prison or were you in the county jail?
I was in county jail.
My point exactly. The point that it takes you to get to that point. Yeah. The time that it takes you to get to that point. Because I've sat and listened to my family talk about, oh, I'm not about to sit here. Send me. Let me take a plea because I'm going to state. If I got to do 6 more months in state, I'm going to do 6 more months because I don't want to sit in the county jail. Yeah, my mentality is the time that it took you to get to that point. You didn't start there.
Okay, let's talk about
that's what she's talking about.
My trial.
Yeah, let's talk about the county jail visits. Okay, so by my son being my son, county jail visits was super stressful for me. So it got to the point where when I would go there, the whole time I would be visiting, I'll be shaking. The visit was so uncomfortable for me. To one of the guards, when he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I don't like this part because he's too close. There's too many people. Is it a way that we can sit on the other side, like over there where it's really no people?" He was like, "You know what? Just for you, man, because it's something about you and your son I really like." So from that day on, we always had our visits on the other side. I wasn't over there with the people because I didn't been in the county jail where it just get to popping back there. I can't do nothing. But my son back here. So of course I tried, where it had the little money thing, the door. I was trying to get through that door right there to try to get back there with him because it's cracking back there. It's cracking. Okay. It's going down.
Well, I'm so glad I never did that one. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Only thing, I'm running through the window so I can see. Yeah. But now I'm trying to get through this door right here. You know what I'm saying? Because my son is back here. My baby was only 17 years old, y'all. He was a baby still to me. And I'm like, the county jail visits were the worst visits ever. I do not like the county jail. I hate the county jail. So when he finally made it to prison, when they took him way out here to Susan, I never even heard of this place. But that was a more easable relax a little bit for me to go there. It was just far away, 14 hours, 15 hours drive in the car, but it was more relaxing because I didn't seen so much by the little times of him being there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get him to visit before he could sit down. It's starting to crack already. I'm like, what, man, come on. I can't keep coming down here, man. I can't keep doing this. I can't do this.
It is literally a thing. It is literally a thing. And like I say, but it just hit me that no matter whatever we try to tell ourselves, whatever we use or however we process to make us okay with the trauma or to get us through the trauma, whatever we do, whatever that is, it never takes it away. It doesn't stop it.
No, it doesn't stop it. You find your space with the justification because for me, I don't ever want to see another cousin commit suicide because I didn't go visit him.
Yeah.
So I gotta go. It's just like paying tax as far as I'm concerned. Right. If it happens, then I depending on who it is, I'm going. Right. I got a cousin. I'm going till I go. Mm-hmm. And he know I'm going till I go. Right. But as big as my family is, it's like people they checked out from that, but I understand they're checked out because I literally don't have a cousin whose parent has not been in prison or has not been in jail. Yeah. So even though there's 26 of us, we all have either gone to visit or been on the other side or that combination of the two. And there's a generation that's just, between the 40 and down, they're checked out. Yeah. They're super checked out. They have learned to be a little bit more selfish than me at 57, than our parents, than the people that are around me. They have checked out on a lot of shit for self-preservation, whereas for me, it's ingrained in me.
Right. Yeah, because for us, obligation meant everything. For us, obligation meant everything. And so we do what we do, but at the end of the day, it takes its toll on us.
Mm-hmm. It does. That's like when I was breaking that food flask. You got to remember, Dion was in the county, Chino. Sean was in camp. So I had to go tell my boss, look, I can't work Saturdays and Sundays because I got to go visit Saturday and Sunday. Right. I have to. I don't have a choice. I have to go visit my kids. I cannot work weekends no more. I just can't. But now, don't forget, I'm still going to work every day, but Saturdays, Sundays, I spend up at these places. I don't want to be here with y'all.
So you working 7 days a week. You working 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I'm working past 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Because on the drive to get to y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot goes on. Even like when Sean was in camp, by him being him, you know, he had got into a little trouble, a little thing or whatever, but he was in the kitchen and I think like a can or something had fell and hit him. So they had to take him somewhere else. But they were so afraid to call me just to tell me that. So when I get there, they like, oh, everybody looking crazy. And I said, something wrong. And the man was like, dang. He was like, why? He said, I said, something wrong because the way y'all looking at me. He was like, Miss Wiz, we didn't want to call you because we know how you are, but we had to send Sean to the hospital. You know, I spazzed out on everybody in that joint. Everybody in the joint. I've been crazy in that joint. But like I told him, it's not, even though he wasn't hurt or nothing, it's the principle. You have to move him. So you moving up and then call and tell me nothing. My child's still a minor. They was like, well, no, I don't need to calm down, nothing. Just tell me where he at. So I zoom over there where he at or whatever. I see him, he okay. Instead of me going home, like, okay, I'm satisfied. I go back to the other one because I'm still mad. I'm still mad. Because I'm trying to figure out how you move my baby and don't call and tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Look. They would wait. What'd you say, James?
I'm scared of you now, and I'm way away.
See, now
my
you
kids,
feel my pain.
Wait, say
they
that
all
again.
I got, baby. They all.
Now you feel my pain. I was listening to
You
her.
see that?
I was actually
That's all
really
I got,
focused
boo.
on what the shit she's saying and how she expressing herself too. I'm like, damn.
That's all I got, baby. You see right there?
Hey,
But you got.
That's all I got, baby.
Hey, Lionel. Me and you, if we start running now, we got a head start.
Well, I'd rather for her to have my back. She got my back. I'm cool.
Didn't I have your back last week? Did I sit and talk to you last week, Lionel?
Did.
Okay.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
I love it. So, you know what? It's already after 7. I just wanted to say to you guys, thank you for letting us kind of exhale some of that and get that out because it really struck me. Like I said, it's been 10 years for me since my last visit, but the anxiety, the feeling, it's a particular feeling that came over me that I could not believe that it's still there and that it can be invoked just by a woman. And in fact, on the 18th of November here in this space, we're going to do a group for that group of women.
Oh, good.
Yes. And we're going to have a group for them. And we're going to talk about my book and everything because the lady, Nicola, she said, these women need you, Noreen. She said, they need you. And I said, okay, Cola, well, let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? I got the space. You can have a space. I'm willing to come, you know, whatever. But
we invited?
No men allowed. Well,
I'm gonna try to make that. I'm gonna try to be a person for that one.
And let me tell you why. It's called 1,000 Women Standing. And what we're standing for is criminal justice reform and for the lives of our family members who are incarcerated.
You said November 18th?
I'm just a guest speaker, but it is about us trying to, you know, see what we can do to advocate for better conditions for them, as well as better conditions for us. So I want to give the guys on here, you know, I know we rattled on and whatever, but Mr. Terry, I want to start with you first and say, what are your impressions of this conversation?
Well, my wife came to visit me when I was in Soledad. She told me that they filled her up when she got searching her. I said, that's kind of cruel and unusual punishment there. And she said she was never going to come back. She didn't. So she died about 3 years after I was in prison. But
in 6 years?
Yeah, it was like, you know, the guards take advantage of the ladies there, and that was wrong. I've seen so much stuff going on in prison that it shocked me even. And I thought I was a criminal. They're more of a criminal than I was.
Right? And you know what's a trip is, and let me tell you, when you say that, right, when she said they felt up on her, let me tell you, honestly, if that was the least of it, that may not even bother me so bad. I would tolerate. It's the other psychological stuff. It's the cruelty, like you were talking about with the key fob, the 2 keys. You know this is a rental car. Come on, man. What like is that but the physical, that's degrading and dehumanizing enough. It is very dehumanizing. And I'm so sorry that she didn't visit more. I'm even more sorry that she passed away, but I was just curious. And then Mr. Steffens, I know you said you never got visits, huh?
No, I did 30 years. I had no visits. I had no phone calls. I had no letters. I had no packages coming. So 10 years into my doing time, I knew then that I had to survive because I was all alone and I was by myself. And I just take my hat out to you people that had loved ones in there and you cared so much about. And it makes a big difference when you have family. That's everything. And when you don't have that, you miss that so deeply. It's where that time come over me and I said, just what if things was different? How would it be? How would I be? So yeah, I commend you people for doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I can't even imagine not having anybody and having that communication, but I want you to know you got a family now, Mr. Steffens.
Yes, you do.
Well, I want to thank you all, and Tony, thank you for the recipe, although I didn't get it, but I did make it through.
Text number. I sent it to the wrong number. I had an old number, right? And he didn't get he did get a pineapple upside down recipe, and he get his grades tomorrow. So next week when we talk, next week we'll know what his grade was.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So did you eventually get the recipe?
Yes.
The one he had, he found an old one that he had for this pineapple upside down.
No,
okay.
I'm saying, but
I can send it to him now. Yeah. I can send now that I got the right.
Well, I mean, it gets greater later. So
I can always deal with that.
Meant for that particular time. So now you'll have it and you'll get to utilize it. Maybe you look at it, you study it, and it might be something that you do for somebody for Thanksgiving,
Or as my granddaughter say, yeah, I have a great idea. I got a great idea. I'm going to send them to you and you could do one for my 60th birthday.
Oh, okay. I would do that.
Oh, Mr. Awesome. Steffens.
Wasn't that a good idea? Wait,
yes.
with the finger though, but you can only do it with the finger. Yeah, I got a great idea. There you go. So, Mr. Lionel, I know you've been kind of traumatized by our trauma, huh?
Well, I felt job trauma because it's like I never really realized what our loved ones who come to see us go through and the cruel, unusual punishment that they put y'all through. And the waiting, it's like trying to run y'all off. And you have to be strong and loving and caring to put up with the things y'all have to put up just to come to see y'all loved ones that's incarcerated. And by listening to you, it's like I never want to get in that position or be incarcerated again because just listen to what y'all went through. And I think people like me and people in there need to hear this right here, need to really sit back and listen to what y'all have to share about coming to see people incarcerated that y'all care about. And as far as your thing you have with the women, I think men need to listen in on that because it gets really deep because y'all come from the heart, from the hurt and stuff like that. And that's a lot of trauma to deal with. And what Di was saying, I'm like, damn, I sure wouldn't want to be that person who she come to see, then get out and piss her off. I said, that person would be in trouble. I'm like,
he did get out of trouble.
Run and get a head start, Lionel.
That he did. I
said, that's why James wants you to run and get a head start, Lionel. I
tried to
get Lionel to be possible, but Dante, he said, he said, I ain't touching that.
I'm going to bow down to her. I feel you, brother. But somebody did something they need their ass whoop real good because she's been
James, I'm going to let you say your final comments, then I'm going to come back to you, Di.
Fellas, if you got a license, let you know. Part set is high and ex-cons. List down there your felonies. They're going to come back and say that there's a issue with your background, but it's not really an issue. It's an acknowledgement that they know and that they're going to hire you. They're going to send you for a physical and you're going to get hired. So I know for a fact, because I'm working for Part Sec And I started last Sunday, 12 at night to 8:30 in the morning. I work.
I'm so excited about that. Miss Tony, your final thought, sweetie.
You know, on this particular topic, for the inmate, what it takes for them to get to that visiting room, and for the visitor, what it takes for them to get to that room. We don't historically share our experiences because, number one, coming in, we don't want to piss you off because we don't want you to end up getting a charge. And then you don't want to give us the gory details because you want to make so much of the visit. So I think even in everything that it takes to get there, they become really, truly special moments for us because of the fight that we have to go through just to get there. And I think, you know, when I first started, you know, I was expressing to one of the gentlemen who was, you know, kind of, you know, really mad at the women and so on and so forth. You don't know, you know, how much it is that we're going through, just as we don't know everything that you're going through. And these types of forums give us the opportunity to have these aha moments to even better understand one another, because we've heard that phrase of, you know, I did the time with you, and you know, an inmate will say, no, you didn't. You ain't never did no time with me. The experiences that we have and what we go through, we feel like to get to that point that we are and we have done some time with you.
Yeah. And I'm gonna let you go last, Di, because I just want to say, again, the guy was it was only like 14 months while he was down. But I did that whole 14 months. And because I didn't even realize the level of anxiety until this past weekend with this conversation. It didn't even occur to me that I was living in a constant state of, it was like it's under there, it's right under the surface. You're not consciously thinking about it. I'm not consciously like, oh, I need an anxiety. I need, what's the PAX or whatever. I don't even know what those things are for anxiety. It's not like that. It's like, oh, but it was there. It was there. And I realized it because it was an old familiar feeling. And so I really, Lionel, you mentioned something which is really important to me, is that I hope that people in the prison, I hope somehow with their phones and whatever, maybe they can hear and listen to this to understand what it is and what happens and what it takes for us to be able to do that, so that they get a better understanding and can appreciate a little bit more, even though I've never seen anybody who just, now I know Pike always says he would hear inmates saying, oh, that she should have did this and she should have did that, and he felt they were ungrateful. But yeah, I think in general, most people are appreciative of visits. But at the same time, there's so much more that goes into it than what you know, because we're not going to share with you, just like the person incarcerated is not going to share with the person on the outside all of the gory details, as Tony describes it, of what goes on behind those walls. They're not going to do that. So there's this vacuum right here in the middle where we're not really communicating. We're not sharing that, and we keep it on either side so that there's something that's never spoken. And that is an unnatural way to live. I just saw a thing where Kerry Washington, the actress, she was doing this guy Gates. He does this show about finding, researching the DNA of celebrities. And she didn't know that her father wasn't her biological father. They had to use a sperm donor. From the way the conversation went, and they were it's like the secrets are there. And the crazy part is, she felt like, even as a kid, she always felt there was something that wasn't being said. She couldn't put her finger on it. She was loved, she was cared for, she was nurtured, but her family gave this appearance of being perfect to everybody. And she felt this pressure to always be perfect, but she knew there was something. And the minute that she found out what it was, she said there was a release, like, I knew there was something. So I'm saying that when we have those where you don't say this and we don't say what's, and this space in between here, there's something that everybody's missing. There's something where there's no real connection. You got to. So, but guess what? I don't know a solution to that, because we do get those phone calls and they're interrupting us every few minutes saying this call is being recorded. When I go to get those visits, when I went to the visit, I need the visit. I don't care what they're talking about. Fill me up, do whatever, just whatever, but I need to get to the visit. I need it like I need a lifeline. And so it puts us in this position of having to subject ourselves to things that we shouldn't have to. We didn't do nothing. We just have a loved one that's incarcerated. And so we're trying to visit and those kinds of things. And so it's very, very hard, but it puts us in this place where there's communication not happening. And so I just want to say to everybody, thank you for, allowing us. And I hope if you hear this, understand what it takes to really be there for a person that's incarcerated. It's more than just sending money. There's so much more that goes into it. If that was all it was, great.
That's nothing.
That's the easy part. So, Ms. Di, I wanted to give you the last word, because
before Ms. Di
wait.
Before Ms. Di goes, just an analyzation in one piece of what I began to explain to my cousin as I watched the same women come in and visit over and over and over again. The average cost to go and visit someone in a prison outside of Chino is roughly about $200 to $250 every visit. And you have
yes, ma'am,
every single weekend. If it's Friday and Saturday, I know they've opened it up, but from the last times I went, it was Saturday and Sunday. They are spending in upwards of $1,000 to $2,000 a month in just visiting.
Yes.
Now, everything that. Now think about that. And I had 3 kids, and you had 3 kids.
Yes, but
and
now
the rent, and the car,
like now,
yeah.
Yeah, like now for the vending machine, everything starts at $8 and up. Yeah. Ain't nothing in the vending machine, $5, $3. No. A soda is $1.250. Everything is really expensive when you go to visit. Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing. Everything's expensive. Okay. So if you got 2 people with you and some kids, it's me and you and the kids. Come on, man.
Yeah, I spent $40 in an hour. I spent $40 in an hour. And
you better hope the vending machine working yourself all that.
And then it don't steal your money.
It did that too.
Ain't nobody there to get your money back. You can't get your stuff. You can't get your money back. You gotta put some more money in there. You see what I'm saying? Everything is really expensive, and to me, they do it because they know they're gonna get the money. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the money. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the money.
So I want to give you the last word.
Okay, the last word is just like one time I forgot this little scenario. Because I would have my family visits every 28 days and every 30 days because I was, it made it like I was close. So they would always get me to the gate, me and Miss D, and they would BS us around. So if you 1 minute late, they cancel your visit. So for a time me from that gate, I got to get from that gate, get my stuff out that car, and get inside that building. Because if I'm 1 minute late, it's canceled.
Yeah.
Please. Close your mouth, Pooh. Close your mouth, Pooh. Close your mouth.
The fly's gonna get me.
Yeah, but now, like you said, you don't know what the solution is. The solution to my whole life that people don't know that I have learned by you being my sister is to build my faith up. That's how I can sleep at night now. Because when I would go visit Sean, when I used to go on my family visit, I would sleep for hours. He'd be like, Di, you slept for like 8 hours, but I would be so tired. I'm working 2 jobs, taking care of the kids, and I run up here to make, man, look, I'll be burnt. But now, since I done built my faith so far up, I sleep good at night now. So that's the piece that's missing. And when you build your faith up, you can work through more things, and you're not even working through them, he's working through them. So, but you work through more. You can see more, you can hear more. So that's what happened for me.
I'm so grateful, and that's a perfect note to end on. A perfect note to end on. I thank you guys for this conversation, and again, letting us, vent and get it out. And I'm hoping that somebody can check us out on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, something, just to see this and understand and share the information that we're sharing, because like most of the guys, they just didn't know. They just don't know what it takes. And I want to say also, it's the same thing when the men go visit the women too. It's just that there's a lot less visits in the women's.
Right.
Women
it's half empty in there.
Yeah.
Go to the
women,
men
the women visiting rooms, the women visiting rooms are usually not even full. So women don't get visits like men do. So just again, share the information. We thank you guys for being with us, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye. Love y'all.
Love you too. Bye.